Today we're going to teach you guys a sequence of movements you can use to help you maximize your strength, your stability, and perfect your pressing technique. We're going to teach you how to handle and control the weight over your head. So, the first thing you got to do to take the kettlebell over your head is you got to learn how and where to hold it. Now, the key in kettlebell pressing is that you're not just using your muscles. Your muscles obviously are going to work. They're the movers in your body. But because the weight is heavy, because you're dealing with stability, and because kettlebell work can be challenging and the sets can be long, you've got to learn to use the other parts of your body as well. In particular, you've got to learn how to use your skeletal system, your bones, to help support some of the weight. So the first thing we got to do is learn how to put the weight in our hand in such a way that our forearm can support some of the action. Okay, so both of these guys are going to put their hands on the weight to prepare themselves for a kettlebell press. Now notice, both of them went to the corner of the kettlebell. None of them went to the middle of the kettlebell. They're going to take the heel of their hand and put it right at the corner of the kettlebell, right? That's where they're going to put it. And they're going to measure to see if the heel of the hand is in the kettlebell by actually tipping their weight forward and pushing down. So they're trying to find that sweet spot so they know for a fact that they have the right spot, right part of the kettlebell. To bring it up to their shoulder now, they're going to use their second hand on the weight. They're going to swing it back between their legs and sling it like they're coming up over their shoulder. Beautiful. Okay. They're going to get tired here, but we're not going to worry about them. All right. So the next thing we want them to do is we want you guys to understand, where are you going to put this weight? Again, heel of the hand is going to hold that kettlebell. The elbow is under the weight. The weight is nestled in the arm. Both of them. David loves this part. This is his favorite part, ain't it, D? That's right. So, heel of the hand is holding the weight. Yeah. Open his fingers. See? He doesn't even really need his fingers to hold the weight. The heel of his hand is doing everything. The key thing you want to notice is that wrist and the forearm are straight, and that's what's holding the weight there, nice and tight. Dave is using his second hand to back up and support himself. Candace is using her second hand to back up and support herself. That's a move that you can use as a beginner to kind of get into it, but these guys aren't beginners, so they shouldn't be doing that. We need to crack the whip on these two over here. Okay, our next step is we got to teach you guys how to get it up over your head. To get the weight up over your head, you don't use your arms, you use your hips. So watch, both of their hips dip just a little bit, and they punch the weight over their head. Now the next thing you have to learn how to do is, how do you stabilize in an overhead movement? Look how straight the wrist is. Look how straight and locked out the arm is. Straight wrist, locked out arm. Just holding this position will help your body understand what you want it to be able to do. A kettlebell press is a punch to the top, a catch, and a stabilize, and they pull it back down. Watch them pull it back down. Beautiful. Okay, put it down, take a rest. Our next step in the pressing sequence is understanding the path of the movement on the way down. Now, most of us, if we're new to kettlebells, if we're doing any pressing at all, it's been with dumbbells. Dumbbells or barbells. And dumbbells and barbells have a really great place in strength training, but pressing movement for a dumbbell or a barbell is a lot different from the pressing movement with a kettlebell. And then with a dumbbell, we're out wide, right? We don't really lock out, we don't get a total range of motion, and we're very wide in our pressing movement. With a kettlebell, we are in tight, in close. This is the position that our body has the greatest strength. Now from this in close position, what we're going to use is the power in our hips and go straight up. Now, to come back down, the simplest way to come back down, the easiest way to teach your body what you should be doing, is to really focus on what we call the negative portion of the movement. What you want to learn how to do to stabilize a kettlebell properly is use the big muscles in your body that are around the shoulder and get some tension in those muscles so that you can safely move the weight. Now, the biggest muscle in our upper body is our lats, right? And when we can fire our lat, we create a lot of stability around our shoulders. Now, the challenge is that our lats, our back muscles, are actually pulling muscles, and the kettlebell press is a pushing exercise. So I'm asking you to utilize the opposing muscle. So this is how you'll teach your body how to do that, and you'll do that doing a negative movement. So we're gonna start with our clean, our two-handed clean. One hand on the kettlebell, thumb corner in the corner. Two hands on the kettlebell, sling it back between your legs, rock it back up to your chest. Good. Make sure your wrist is straight, elbows in tight and underneath the weight. With the power of your hips, you're going to explode. Candace is going to show you guys how to do it with two hands. David's going to show you how to do it with one. You're going to explode and punch it up. Ready? Go. Good. Hips are up. Now we're locked out. Now from this position, to find the best path, to develop a consistent path of movement, I want you to use your lats and pull the weight into your body. Pull the elbow in tight to your body. Good. Now you're back to your starting position. Once again, find your hips, explode, push it up. Hips. Good. Now you're locked out. I want you to count 3 seconds. Find your lat muscle. Imagine you're doing a one-arm pull down and pull your elbow in tight to your body. Beautiful. One more time. Hips, push it up, punch it up. Good. Lock it out. Find your lat muscles and pull with all your might. Pull that weight into your body. Beautiful. Put down. When you use the negative in the kettlebell training to help you develop the correct path of movement, you will teach your body how to fire the correct muscles, which will help you be more stable and allow you to do more work with more weight for faster results. So, as you progress at your squats and you get better, squatting is really just about changing levels using your legs. And there are different positions that well, there's really only 2 positions your legs can be in to change levels. You're either in a bilateral position where your legs are side by side, or you're in a unilateral position where your legs are one in front of another. Now, the truth of the matter is, this position is probably a little bit more useful for life. We'll find ourselves like this a lot more often than we will in a bilateral position, but I'll leave that for your trainer to help work out with you. What we're going to teach you to do right now is how to do a lunge, a unilateral movement with the kettlebell in the rack position. So we're going to do that by grabbing your kettlebell, thumb corner in the corner, our backup hand behind it, swing it back between our legs, sling it over our shoulder. Good. We're in tight. Elbows are in tight, wrists are not broken, everything is nice and straight. We've got tension and posture. So Candace is going to do what we call a stationary lunge. So she's going to step out into our lunge stance, and she's going to maintain that lunge stance. So she's just going to go up and down from the lunge stance. This is what we would call the easier version of a lunge. David is going to do what we call a stepping lunge, alternating stepping lunge. So every time he's going to step forward, drop into his lunge, and come back. Good. So David steps forward, comes back, and lowers herself down and comes right back up. Both of them still have to maintain the posture of the rack position, so the kettlebell is in tight, their elbows are under the weight. They both have perfect posture. Both of them are grounding into their front foot. Excellent. And that's how you would do a lunge properly. Now put it down.